Hello guys, in this video we'll talk about reading multiple choice choose single answer. So this will be the last video for reading strategies, and then we'll do some reading practice and speaking sections. Okay, so for today's video, reading multiple choice single answer, the task will be like this. You'll be given a lengthy text and a question prompt and answer options. So you have to read the question prompt, find the answer from the text and select whatever is the correct answer. Select only one response. So that is a task. Text is given, question is asked, you have to select the right answer based on this text, not based on your general knowledge, based on the text that is given here. Okay, so that is the task. Length of the text. So in this question item, the text length can be up to 300 words. It can be really lengthy actually. When a lengthier text comes, right, it gets difficult to solve this question correctly, and if you don't get 50% of marks in this question item, multiple choice single answer, then it will be difficult to get 79 plus. Okay, I'll explain that to you in the next slides, but for now, the length can be up to 300 words, and this is the fundamental, right? Each paragraph generally is 50 to 60 words. So if you see this, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this text is approximately 200 words or 240 words, somewhere around 200 words. That's how you can estimate the length of the text. So any text which is less than 200 or about 150 or 100 words, right? If you get that kind of question, then you must solve it. That's the easiest question. You have to solve it. Don't skip it or don't select wrong answer there. That's why you need to understand the length. So this is one tip. And yeah, maintain your reading speed as at least 150 words per minute. If it's not there, if you want to increase your reading speed, just read, go to this site, practice, and you can increase your reading speed. Okay, so the number of response options, right? Yeah, this we all know already. Out of these radio buttons, right, you can select one of these. So these here we have 5 options. So either 3 to 5. So response options can be 3 to 5. Okay, either 3, 4 or 5. Scoring, either you'll get 1 point for the right answer select. If you select incorrect response, you'll get 0. That's it, because we have to select only one. It can either be right or wrong, so it's straightforward. Okay, number of questions. Minimum you'll get 2 questions, maximum 3. The third question is optional. Some will get, some will not get in the exam, but 2 everybody will get. Okay, so what do we need to understand as a background before trying to understand the strategy? You will have to read the full text and understand it correctly in relation to what is being asked in the question. So based on the question, you have to read the text and understand and try to figure out the answer of the given question. And because the questions will be asking things like the below, okay, the main idea of the given text, or writer's purpose, or his style, attitude, organization. So what is organization? Organization is the linkages of things. So there can be a couple of ideas given, and there can be a relational or imaginary linkage between those points. So that is how that is what is included in organization of the text. So there can be questions about that, and then there can be a question about what do you infer from this text, or what does the author want to say. Things questions like that can come up, and then the question can also be asking detailed information. So from the entire text, they can ask you what exactly a detail point means. So just to give you an example, from the entire text, somebody can ask you what is the color of a thing that is being discussed in the text. Just an example, okay? So let me just show you this. So out of this entire text, without reading the entire text, most likely you'll get the wrong answer. So in this particular task, we will have to read the entire text unless you are very confident, because answer can change in some other parts. If you read first two paragraphs, you might think that okay, this one is the answer, but later on the answer can be something else. So better read the entire thing, understand, and then in relation to the question, try to figure out the correct answer. Okay, that's the background. So time management. So in my earlier video, I've said that for the first two questions, the time management video, right? First two questions will solve within 2 minutes. And if the third question comes, we will get extra 2 minutes. So we'll solve the third question in those extra 2 minutes. But the first two questions, we have only 2 minutes. So what is good? Do you want to solve one question in 1 minute? If you're able to solve one question in 1 minute and get both of them right, obviously it's good enough and you're already up to speed. But if you're having difficulties, try to solve one question 100% correct in the first 2 minutes, and second question you can ignore, or first question you can ignore and solve the second question 100% correct within the first 2 minutes. That is going to be our time management strategy. So in the first 10 seconds, right, decide whether you want to solve the first question or not. How to decide, I'll explain you. But in the first 10 seconds, just decide. Do you want to solve the first question or not? If you want to solve the first question, you will have 1 minute and 50 seconds left, where you must ensure you find the correct answer within this 1 minute and 50 seconds. This is a must. And after solving the first question, let's say if you have some time left in the first 2 minutes, in case if it's not left, skip the second question, move on to third question or the next question. But in case if you have any time left after solving the first question correctly within the first 2 minutes, then you spend that time, try to figure out the right answer for the second question. And if you can't figure out within the first question, just select some random option in the second question and skip or click next. And if you decide that you want to skip the first question, for whatever reason, if you think the length is too lengthy of the text and you don't want to solve the first question, just skip it. Okay, so you lost 10 seconds, but you skipped the first answer. But before skipping, you select something randomly. Okay, just select something randomly. And within the 1 minute 50 seconds that are left out of the first 2 minutes, solve the second question 100% correctly. So that will be the strategy. If you want, you can read the slide, but that's what the strategy of time management is. Okay, now how to maximize the score. So rule number 1, get an idea of the size or length of the text to decide if you want to solve it or not. Simple. The decision is very important. If you skip the first question, which is shorter in length, or if you just carelessly select the wrong answer, that means you're wasting your exam cost maybe. Because if it's a short question, if you can find the first question's answer correctly, try to do it in the first 2 minutes, and that will be it. So first rule, decide whether you want to solve it or not. Second rule, read the question prompt first. Read the question first. Don't read the text, don't read the answer options. Read the question first, and then read the passage in relation to the question. So whenever you're reading the text, right, you should have that question, you should understand and have that question in your mind. Okay, what is being asked? So while you're reading, you can relate and you can find the right answer. So don't look into answer options while you're reading the text. Okay, read the question, read the entire text, don't look at the options. After reading entire text, you'll get an idea what can be the right answer. After knowing the right answer, then you see the options. So what happens is, by the time you read the text in relation to the question, you automatically know the answer. So you don't even need to see the options. And when you see the options, you can directly eliminate all the incorrect options and get to the right answer. Fourth rule is eliminating all incorrect options to ensure you find the right answer. So this way you will make sure that you figure out the perfect answer, the right answer perfectly. Okay, rule number 5, target to score at least 50% marks in the first two questions, which means target to get one question 100% correct in the first two questions. If you don't do that, you are in trouble. 79 plus is difficult because I already calculated all scores and I put it in the time management and scoring estimation. I put it everywhere, right? So we must get 50% marks in this particular question item. So within the first two questions of choose multiple choice, choose single answer, make sure you get at least one correct. And if the third question comes up for you in the exam, which may or may not come for everybody, then obviously you'll be given 2 more minutes. So solving the third question in 2 minutes should be easy. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Okay, one more point. Third question, if you get the third question, you must get it right, because if you get it wrong, again your percentage will go less and your chances to get 79 plus will be difficult. So if you get the third question, or if you get the extra question, right? So the minimum questions are there for each question item. Any extra question that you get, you must solve them 100% correctly. I've explained this multiple times. I'm just saying it again. Okay, so tips. One major point, right? So when you're reading the text, you'll come across words which you're not aware of or unfamiliar words. So don't waste time trying to figure out what the meaning of that word is. If you don't understand it, just ignore the word and move on. Read the entire text. So what happens is, after reading the whole text, those unfamiliar words will make some sense to you. You may not fully understand it based on your level of English, but again, at least some words will make sense if not all words are understood. Okay, so don't worry about the unfamiliar words. Have good reading speed, and when you read, try to understand. Watch these videos if you have not watched already. Yeah, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, like, share, and I will soon upload the practice videos. I'll try to close on them in the next 10 days. Let's see what we can do, but that's what I'm targeting, to close the reading section in the next 10 days. Okay guys, have a good time. Subscribe, like, share. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Bye.